Thank you very much. Dig it. Far off. Right, we're now going to see one of probably the biggest stars here this evening. So big, in fact, in name and stature that we're not going to speak to her now, but it is a real honour just to have who is sitting over here.
Hello, possums! Hello, darlings. Yes, it's David with Jules, one of my favourite stars.
Well, thank you, Dame. We'll be back with you very shortly, if we may. Thank you.
I've got so much to share, Jules.
Yes, thank you, Dame. Well, we only have 30 seconds now, and we are going to go into a film now. Try and pay attention, Paula. We are now going into a film now of David Bowie. You're a fan of his, I believe.
I love little David.
I talked to him. This is a new book by Robert Pitt, Kenneth Pitt, rather. Kenneth Pitt, who wrote this book, and I don't know what David would think if he could see it, and I'm not sure what David will think if he can see this film. Well, I hope he likes it.
Real book, look.
Just wandering around. Yeah.
David, just wait, please.
Just look through your window. Look who sits outside. Little me is waiting, standing through the night. When you walk out through your door, I'll wave my flag and shout, ah, beautiful baby, my burning desire started on Sunday. Give me your heart and I'll love you till Tuesday. Da, da, da. When I got home, I put it on for me, Mum and Dad. Oh, son, you do make us laugh. That were very good.
More than anything else, I saw that a lot of my songs were very illustrative and picturesque. And I felt there were other ways of performing on stage. I was never very confident of my voice, you see, as a singer. So I thought, rather than just sing them, which would probably bore the pants off everybody, I'd like to kind of portray the songs rather than just sing them. That's really how I started, wanting to portray the material I was writing. I always found that my material, I felt it was more through three-dimension. I wanted to give it dimension. I wanted to give it some other dimension other than that of just being a song. I know people think me unnecessarily secretive.
If I were you, I'd be secretive.
Would you be comfortable in here?
I think I'd last about 20 minutes.
And then?
I'd start screaming. Wouldn't everyone? Last night I was watching television. I saw these ex-astronauts. Some of them are basket cases now.
Television. Strange thing about television is that it doesn't tell you everything. It shows you everything about life on Earth, yet few mysteries remain. Perhaps it's in the nature of television. Just waves in space.
This is Major Tom to ground control. I'm stepping through the door, and I'm floating in the most peculiar way. And the stars look very different today. Here am I floating around my tin can, far above the world. Planet Earth is blue, and there's nothing I can do.
And wild is the wind. Wild is the wind. Wild is the wind. Wild is the wind.
Oh, fabulous. Oh, you have turned out to be a card. It soon got around. Everyone knew. Then it was the local concert.
I will be king, and you will be queen. Oh, nothing will keep us together. We can be heroes ever and ever. Or we can be us just for one day. I can remember standing by the wall, and the guns shot above our heads, and we
more and more I look at the stuff that I've done, I'm finding the mistakes a lot more interesting than the intentions. But with every movie that I've made, the process has always been very enjoyable. The end result is the end result, and it's there, and that's that. And one doesn't have regrets or any other feelings about it.
Good evening. Hello. This is the third evening you've been in here. She has left, my dear. It's too late.
I really can't understand why she'd leave without telling anybody.
She didn't give a shit about you.
For me, film is something that I just find, any piece of crap, I can find something good in it.
Me too. Adverts are good. I like adverts.
I think they're really exciting. I just love film. It's terrific stuff.
What do you have to say in a script for you to get to think that is a script?
A purpose to the story, a purpose that really it's a substance of the characters, something that draws some either positive or unusual conclusion, not just something that's just geared to keeping the eyes glued to the screen just for the sake of keeping them glued to the screen. And for me as an actor, it has to be a character with substance, or at least the potential for having substance.
Are there any ideas you've got of a character that you'd like to play?
No, it only happens when I see them written.
I presume you've come for your carpet.
Why will you not fight me? If you defeat me, you will be free. Rush on.
I think he's taken a bit of a shine to you.
Boys. Boys. Boys keep swinging. Boys always work it out.
A substantial change in me, I guess, is that I'm looking much more to my own life. And the experiences that I have had has been quite as justifiable content and input for the work that I do.
Yes. You did Elephant Man on the stage.
Yeah.
And it was live every night, obviously.
Sometimes.
Yes, do you think that helped your credibility and your ability in acting?
No doubt.
Doing that thing?
Yeah, no doubt about it. It was really the first chance I had to have some kind of platform to suggest that it was possible that I could do a pretty good interpretation of a character, other than in just a musical context.
Do you think you might now get into then producing and directing or something?
I do have those ambitions. I'd like to seriously get down to something next year in a short format. I think this, having done a lot of the promo rock videos, I think the jump from even 4 minutes to 30 minutes is a big one to make. But I'd like to try that next year and see what kind of mess I make of it. But I think it's possible now with the advent of cable television, especially in the States, that there's a marvellous arena for up-and-coming film directors to try and work within reasonable budgets and produce good ideas and good, valuable shorts. What used to be shorts, you know.
Thank you for Goodbye and all the boys in the band, David, everybody, all the cats, you know they are. This is a new song.
1, 2, 3, yeah!
There's a fly floating around in my milk, and there's a foreign body in it, you see, and he's getting a lot of milk. It's kind of how I felt. A foreign body here, and I couldn't help but soak it up. You know, I hated it when I first came here. I couldn't see any of it. Look, a wax museum. Imagine having a bleeding wax museum out in the middle of the desert. Think it'd melt, wouldn't you?
Listen to me, don't listen to me. Talk to me, don't talk to me. Dance with me, don't dance with me. No. Beep, beep. Look at me. Look at my hands. How old am I?
They're waiting.
How old?
I don't know.
These are liver spots, aren't they?
They look like it, yes.
I didn't have them yesterday. Yesterday I was 30 years old.
That's remarkable.
I'm a young man. Do you understand? I'm a young man.
Dr. Norson, please here's the station 4 West. Well, it wasn't as much as we had hoped we'd get, but it'll get us through next year. He was great working at it.
Dr. Roberts,
Yeah,
you let me down.
I beg your pardon.
You didn't believe me. You left me sitting there for over 2 hours.
Mr. Blaylock?
You had your meeting to go to. 15 minutes, you said. You lied. Just thought I was some ridiculous old crank.
Mr. Blaylock, wait, please.
I can't wait. I'm urgently required elsewhere.
Mr. Blaylock, please, come into my office.
Why don't you take a seat in the patient's lounge?
Mr. Blaylock, please, wait. You can't leave.
Don't say goodbye yet. Thank you.
Stay safe.
Hello, hello. Mark my words, the palest man at Cannes. I'll tell you, we've just been talking to David Bowie there about his career as an actor and when he's going to start it. But I've been hanging around the film festival. I'll tell you something.